I'm a cabbage and I make zoos. But you see, the thing is, I've only ever made zoos in sandbox mode, and I've never actually even touched franchise mode. And so, for my first time on YouTube, I'm going to make my first franchise mode zoo, and I hope you enjoy it.
Oh,
And so now it's time I create my franchise. So now, if you don't know what a franchise is in Planet Zoo, it's basically like a company that you own to make zoos all across the world. And so, seeing I am the Great Cabbage, I think the best name for my corporation, or whatever you want to call it, would be Cabbage Corp. Yeah, it's kind of cringe, but I like it. Oh, we've earned the following awards 100 points. Okay. Oh, so you have to use these points to create zoos. I see, I see. Okay, that makes sense. Well, so let's get started. But first, I'm gonna do some customization. Just give me a second. Alright, so now I think I can actually create my zoo now that I've customized it a bunch. So I just press new zoo. And here we are, our brand new zoo. Now this zoo was built in, no, not built in, is set in a temperate area in Europe, meaning I should be able to house most of the fun animals in this game, which all come under temperate. Because a lot of my favorite animals in this game are from the temperate climate, so I figured it would be really nice to have all of those lovely, lovely animals in our zoo. So here's our zoo, and I've already noticed the notifications. We need to build all of this in order to, get started with the zoo. So I'm gonna start by first building out a little path, and I think that looks good enough. Alright, so I've now built a starting path for the guests, and I've also built this little path over here that leads to this area, where all my staff buildings are, which is where all my staff people, who I'll hire in a minute, will get to work on getting the animals and practically everything in the zoo. Now, I do acknowledge that it does look kind of ugly, but I will change it eventually. It won't be like this for a very long time at all. And so now I think it's time we decide the first animal to go into the zoo. And I think that the absolute best animal to start our zoo off with would be the red panda. This comes with the bonus that since it is endangered, it's really good that we have some in our zoo. It's good PR. And I just think they're really cute, and I think having a really cute animal in the beginning of our zoo is the right way to go. Now let me just look at these guys' requirements. You need 220 for each, and how much for the breeding group size? So 1 to 3. So they're quite solitary animals. We just need 2 of them, meaning we shouldn't need that much space at all. And let's say we get a couple of juveniles, so we don't really need that much space for this at all. So I'm just gonna get building and I'll see you when that's done. And here we are. It's a really small pen, but I think it should do just fine. Now, actually, I was going to make a little time lapse, a fun little time lapse of me building this, but the funny thing is, when I built it originally, I accidentally gave them, get this, two 1,700 meters of space, like in area. So then I cut it down a little bit, and then it was 1.8 thousand meters square. So turns out, so this is actually twice what they actually need. So they don't need much space at all, which I don't think is fair. So I've given them this nice little space. It is twice of what they need, so it'd be nice to watch them playing in the space. It should be nice and fun for them. And I have made these fences unclimbable for them because they do climb a lot. So I've made it so that they cannot climb through these fences with these little barriers, these metal barriers. So now I think it's time we start to look at the animals, see what we can get. When I go into animal trading. Oh, animal trading something. Market. Right. And let's see. Oh, we have a lot of options, but they're all really expensive. Hmm. I'm not used to having to even worry about the price, because I usually play on sandbox mode. So this is interesting. Let's see. We have a male. Let's take a look. He has decent genetics. Okay. They're really small, but fertility in the pool. This is good, but longevity is a very important stat, so we can't. Ooh, look at this male over here. I think this is the one we get. So I'm gonna get this one. Doc. No, I'm gonna look at the females. Female. This is the cheapest one. Doesn't have very good. Now she is very expensive. Akum? I don't know how to pronounce that name, but she has really good statistics. Hmm. I could get her, but her statistics are very bad, and she has good appeal too. So, hmm. These are a vulnerable species. They're endangered, so we had to be very wise in picking the ones with the right genes, so that they may breed the next generation of strong red pandas. I think this is the best one to pick, even though she is really expensive and it's gonna take a big hit on our finances. But I'm gonna do it. Can I? Oh no. Wait. I don't have any of these leaf points, conservation credits. So the only one I can actually afford is Chuba. Oh wait, what? I didn't know it took these points. I thought it took money. Hmm. Interesting. Well, I'll take her. I'm not gonna send them to the zoo yet. I don't have any conservation credits. Is that what they're called? Yes. You can earn conservation credits by doing these things. Okay. I'll check through that and I'll get started. So now I'm gonna find these animals in animal storage. I'm gonna take them both centers and I'm gonna drop them into quarantine. Because we can't be happy. Oh, right. That's not gonna happen yet. That's because we haven't actually hired anyone to the zoo yet. And from my very limited knowledge of this game, I think the best people to hire in the beginning. I'm gonna pause the game real quick. A keeper, a caretaker, a mechanic, and a vet. Now I'm pretty sure these are the essential people we are going to need in our zoo to keep it running. The mechanic to allow us to progress further, to unlock better research, to unlock stuff and help make things for the betterment of the animals. The vet, well, that's self-explanatory. The caretaker to, well, take care of the animals. Wait, is it the caretaker or the keeper? And the keeper also to help with animal business. So let's press unpause, and they fall in. So now those animals should be heading into quarantine. And I'll come back to you when they're in. And now both of our animals have passed quarantine. Let's take a look at them. And now we can finally send them into our habitat. But before I do that, when I do send them, a bunch of guests are going to start coming. And what I realize I've done here is I've made the path for the staff not actually a staff. That should work, but it's so ugly. I want to try and break up the path. I'm gonna try and move this building. I'll try this building. I'm just gonna move it. Alright, turn off the grid. Now, if I move that there, no, I should be able to put it just here. No? Well, it doesn't matter. I can just place it here. But I really don't like how these look. I wish there was a better way to do it. I am aware that there are these little curbs that you can put to stop guests from going through, but I've tried them before and they never really work, so, well, it doesn't really matter. So I guess now I just gotta drop them in from quarantine into their exhibits. Not exhibit, habitat, but there you go. Look at our result of that. Move this. I can't tell from the uniforms. Either way, I think that's our caretaker, the one with the boom. And I believe that's our keeper, but I'm not sure. I don't care really. Now let's see. Oh, first animals in the zoo. Oh no, don't crush him. Oh, look at them. Oh, they're so cute. Oh, they're not even red really. They're more golden than anything. Look at them. They're just so cute. Oh, wow. They were a good choice. It was a good choice of mine to put these in. Just simply because they're so cute. But now I think it is time that we start building up their natural environment. I'm going to pause the game so that they don't get too discomforted. So I think it's time we start. Day one. And here we are. This is the final product of me trying to make their habitat as fun as possible. I've built them this little obstacle course that they can climb around because they do have a climbing requirement, and I absolutely smashed it. I still need to do a little bit of work on. Oh fuck, sorry. I still need to do a little bit of work on the soil and the grass and the texture painting. But really now all I need to do is add some enrichment items. So, let me do that. I really do love the enrichment items in this game. It's like they get to play and it's so fun to watch them do it. Oh, have I not unlocked any of the food items? Any of the toys or anything? Well, unfortunately, they're not going to have the best enrichment. In fact, they're going to have nothing because I actually haven't unlocked or researched any of them. This was doing the... Oh, yes. I was actually a bit concerned. I didn't think they would be able to go that way too steep, but they're able to do it. That's not good. Yeah, just... Oh, no. Well, they have everything they could need, but not exactly everything they could want. But I think it should be fine. They don't need too much investment. The only problem I find right now is that the guests can't really see the animals, which I will fix right now actually. I can just add a little bit of a different segment here. I can do the same. camera, they can see our animals, and the animals can see them. But they do have a lot of privacy, considering that they have a giant tree and this little house that I built for them. I thought it was nice, but it doesn't go for the best. It's just a box. I'm not the best at building these structures, but I'm working on it. But I think this is an amazing start we have to our zoo. Two lovely animals in their loving life, climbing up, enjoying each other's company. I think it's just beautiful. And I think that's where I'm gonna leave you for today's episode. If you made it this far, thank you for watching, and goodbye.